All right, everybody, welcome back. We've got a few more cornerbacks I want to look at here in the upcoming open free agency market. And then we will be moving on to another position, I believe, because I think that after this video, we'll have basically gone through everything that needs to be gone through. This is, I'm not really going to call it depth because when I'm talking about getting a cornerback in this free agency class, I don't really want depth. I feel like I have depth. I need a number two starter. And these are guys that you could go get if you're really low on money and you really can't afford any of the better options. The guys I went over in the first two videos, eventually probably Marlon Humphrey, maybe one or two other guys are going to shake free, but these are guys you might be able to go for a lot cheaper. But you're probably going to get what you pay for, or you're taking a big gamble. So buyer beware, but they remain options. Let's take a look at what we got here. All right, everybody, before we go any further into this video, I want to take a minute to tell you guys about the Sleeper app and some new functionality they've recently rolled out, Team Picks. With Team Picks, you can pick winners in all kinds of sporting events. Right now, we have NBA basketball, college basketball, NHL hockey is going on, baseball's going to start in a little more than a month, and of course, you have futures in the NFL, even though the games in the NFL are over. Right now, if you look to my left here, you can actually see you can bet on next year's Super Bowl winner. They've got the Seahawks leading the way in those odds, by the way, at 12%. How does that make you feel as a Seahawks fan? But you can bet on MVP, you can bet on draft picks, you can bet on player destinations, all kinds of fun stuff, even though the season is over. So that is Team Picks over on Sleeper. A lot of fun stuff you can do. Okay, so first guy, and I remember this guy well because this was a guy I really liked in the 2021 draft, Eric Stokes. We didn't have a first round pick that year, but if we did, this would have been one of my top guys. Didn't really pan out in Green Bay the way they were hoping. Obviously, he's 27 now, and he's about to be joining his third team in all likelihood. One career interception, went 3 years without making a pass breakup, including a lot of missed games, but you can see that he did not become the player that Green Bay was hoping for. He did kind of revive his career in Vegas a little bit, but it still wasn't anything over the top special. It was just okay. And you can see PFF, they did like him, relatively speaking, in 2025. They thought he was good. Previous years, they don't really have a ton to say about him. I think his rookie year, they graded him okay. But there is a lot of talent here, man. There is talent. Can't fully tap into it for whatever reason. And given that he's about to turn 27, I wouldn't necessarily expect him to be able to tap into it now. But there is something to be said for the former first round pick finding a home with a really good defensive coach with really good defensive personnel around him. Now, Spotrac, I think, is probably a little bit off here. They're thinking he's going to get a 3-year deal, 22.1, 7.4 million per. I have a hard time believing that. I don't think that first round pedigree carries that much anymore. This guy was a free agent last year and he got 3.5 million. So I know he played decently in Vegas, but why is he going to get way more money now? I don't think he's done anything to deserve that. So I think you are probably looking at another 1-year deal, maybe a 2-year deal, maybe something like 5 million for 1 year, 10 million for 2 years. If this number's right, then of course you're not going to do that at that point. There are so many other things that you're better off doing, but I do like Eric Stokes, the talent. I guess the talent doesn't count for much anymore, but I'd rather take a chance on him than somebody that just doesn't have any talent. All right, next guy, interesting one here, Jonathan Jones. Gonna turn 33 in September, so we're pushing it. Won 2 Super Bowls with the Patriots earlier, in his career, and spent most of his career with New England, but this last year went to Washington, and there was a time where he was highly thought of in this league, but it's been a little while since he's been considered one of the better corners. Like, I know 2022, people were pretty high on Jonathan Jones, but, since then, it's been a little bit tough, and Washington, he didn't play the whole season. The play was okay, and this guy's also tiny. He plays on the outside, but he is a tiny, tiny guy for an outside corner. Pro Football Focus was not impressed with him in 2025 at all. 2024 and 2023, okay, now you're getting to some better stuff here, but that's so long ago at this point. Do you even care about what he did in 2023? He's about to be 33 years old, so this is one of those ones where, again, you have to be kind of at the bottom of the barrel to decide this is your best option. And maybe the Seahawks are going to find themselves in that spot. Maybe they won't have enough money for this. If they go all out and spend money at other positions, maybe they go, okay, Jonathan Jones, you got to be an adequate number 2 corner for a little bit here while we're grooming our rookie X. And maybe they won't look at it as a full year thing. Maybe it'll be like a half year thing, and then the rookie steps up for the second half of the year. I don't know, but Botrack thinks he's going to get 1 year, 5.1 million. I don't even know if he's going to get that, but it's probably going to be somewhere around there. And maybe, yeah, I'm hoping we can do a little bit better than this one. That's for sure. But Jonathan Jones on the list. Another veteran that is just hoping for one more chance, Rasul Douglas, only going to be 31. Feels like he's a lot older than that, isn't it? It feels like he's been around for longer than that. But former Super Bowl champion with the Eagles, spent a couple years there, went to Carolina, went to Green Bay, went to Buffalo, went to Miami. He's a traveling man, and he's been good. He's had good seasons. He's had very productive seasons. He's been a ball hawk. He's had good ball production for most of his career. Even this most recent year for Miami, 13 pass breakups is not nothing. So this guy can still play a little bit, but he's getting to the age now where you have to wonder where the cliff is coming. And this is not guys like Khalil Mack or Von Miller. You don't expect it to come like a freight train because those guys are so freakishly talented. Rasul Douglas, players like this, it kind of comes like a freight train. So I don't know if this is the gamble you want to be taking. So Rasul Douglas, this is another one where you need to be down to your last couple of bucks and you just need a veteran corner to hold down the fort for a little bit. Pro Football Focus actually did like him in 2025, so there is reason to believe there's a little bit of gas left. But 2024, pretty tepid. 2023, they really liked him. 2022, they liked him pretty well. And again, with an older player, the further back you go, the quicker you stop caring. So it's a reasonable gamble, I guess, on Rasul Douglas, but you're just at the age where you got to be very careful here. 1 year, 4 million. I mean, I would probably do that if I'm out of other options. I think that's a kind of a break glass in case of emergency option I could get behind, but you're just crossing your fingers on that age thing, right? 30, about to turn 31. A lot of miles on him, by the way. I mean, how many snaps are we talking about here? 135 career games plus 11 playoff games. No joke. But for 4 million, I mean that might be the budget option here. This might be like the poor man's version of Marlon Humphrey. All right, we got one more guy for this video, and this is really kind of scraping the bottom here. It's Adoree Jackson. Gonna turn 31 early in the season, and his cliff may have already come. It's hard to tell for sure, but last year he went to the Eagles, a team with plenty of talent that they could put around him, and it didn't seem like things went that well. Not terribly, I should say that, but not super well. So we know what's up with Adoree Jackson. Had a good career, spent a lot of it in Tennessee, then went to New York with the Giants, was good there for the most part, and then he went to Philly last year to kind of a ring chase and didn't work out, and he was part of the reason why it didn't work out. I don't think he played terribly, but I mean, Pro Football Focus thought he was pretty limp. They didn't have much nice to say about him, but here's the thing, you go back to 2024 with the Giants, they thought he was good. They liked him in 2024. 2023, not so much. 2022, they liked him. So we do have some recent evidence of him being a capable player. And you can just hope that 2025 was just kind of an off year. And that's not a comfortable bet. I understand that. But maybe that's the bet you have to make if you're out of money. According to Spotrac, he's not even going to pull in 2 million. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but I could see that. He did not play well last year. He could get 1 year 1.8 million and he could feel fortunate to have 1 year 1.8 million. So, if you are truly up against the cap and you still need a veteran corner, this may be the play. And this might be a guy, here's the other thing, and this goes for maybe Rasul Douglas as well. This is a guy who maybe you don't have to sign until June. Remember, if you can sign a guy in June, you don't have to play the comp game. Something to think about. All right. I'll see you guys later. Go Hawks. Let me know what you guys think. I know it's not the most inspiring group, but the price should be right. And there's a world where we do end up having to settle for something of this level. Like, I want to go get somebody a little bit better here. I want to go get a good corner that I really trust in that number 2 role. I want to go get Marlon Humphrey. I want to get Denzel Ward, but you may not be able to. All right. See you guys later. Go Hawks. Let me know what you think. Everybody have a good day. Maybe another video later, maybe not. We'll see. But see you guys soon.